कि अगर जिंदगी में अब सफल होना चाहते हो तो बाहर निकलो, धक्का खाओ, कुछ भी करो, लेकिन खाली हाथ घर में बैठो मत, क्योंकि रुका हुआ इंसान और स्टैक्ड वाटर, रुका हुआ इंसान और जो पानी रुक गया है ऐसा पानी, ये दोनों ही सड़ जाते हैं। Honorable presence, nothing can succeed accidentally. Nobody succeeds accidentally. Nobody wins a marathon race accidentally. Nobody gets an MBBS degree or master's degree accidentally. Nobody gets an Olympic medal accidentally. This is work. This is sweat. This is labor. Because success is like agriculture. And what agriculture means? See, there is a plant. What agriculture is? Agriculture is sowing a seed in the soil in the intention that I might have wheat or rice. And having rice or wheat, its intention is that I might have bread. So from seed to wheat to bread, it do not happen in one day. If we just put one seed, we will not get the bread in the afternoon. It takes time. So we have planted the seed. We have planted the association between IESM and Al-Ameen Educational Society. The seed is ready, and hope the Almighty Lord will bring His special elaborations to this association, and it will be beneficial for the society and the nation in large. So right now, I want to request Janab Jubair Anwar Sahib, the Secretary of Al-Ameen Educational Society, to give the inaugural address, please.
Thank you, Mr. James. A very good afternoon to you all. Assalamu alaikum. My Lord, from
MBBS abroad में जाना, ये एक बर्निंग इशू है, एक टाइम का नीड है. हम लोग पहले इस फील्ड में नहीं था. इस फील्ड का पायनियर AJOCIS कंट्री इंटरनेशनल हायर स्कूल ऑफ मेडिसिन, ये फनी साहब ने शुरू किया था 2003 साल में. ये उनका ही कॉलेज है. अभी 21 साल के बाद उनका टोटल 12 कॉलेजेस हैं 5 डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में. तो ही पायनियर इट. तो अभी देखिए, हम लोग इंस्टीट्यूशंस चलाते हैं. हमारा अल-अमीन एजुकेशनल सोसाइटी में सर लोगों का बहुत स्कूल्स हैं, स्टूडेंट्स हैं, लेकिन ऐसा बहुत स्टूडेंट्स मिलेगा जिसके पास एक प्रॉब्लम है कि उसका मार्क्स ना इधर गवर्नमेंट में आ रहा है, ना ही आ रहा है सेमी गवर्नमेंट में. उसके पास उतना फीस भी नहीं है, लेकिन मिडिल क्लास है. उन सब लोगों के लिए आंसर्स क्या है अब हमारे पास? तो उस आंसर्स देने के लिए अल-अमीन एजुकेशनल सोसाइटी एंड ISM एडुटेक एक कोलैबोरेशन बनाया है, जिस कोलैबोरेशन को स्टार्ट करने के लिए ये फंक्शन हम लोग अरेंज किया है. First we have to know for why these two great institution has collaborated. What is the purpose? Whether it is very important or middle important or less important. Let me tell you that first. See, in India, in 2023, there was NEET aspirants of about 24 lakhs. 24 lakhs candidate applied for NEET. Means their desire is to be a doctor. वो लोग डॉक्टर होना चाहते हैं. 24 लाख बच्चा. सारे इंडिया में, in all over India, there are 709 colleges. 709 कॉलेज है. Total, there are 1.9 lakh seats, including government and non-government. Government सीट्स होता है जो फ्री में होता है, जिसमें कोई पैसा नहीं लगता है. that is only 55,000. So out of 24 lakh students, only 55,000 students will get chance to study MBBS in government medical colleges. And in private medical college, where fees are applicable, there are more or less 20% seats are reserved for state quota, where the student has to pay 1/4 of the fees. So now, right now in India, the fees of a college is near about 80 lakhs. So 20 lakhs has to be paid. So in that quota, the Indian students will also get another 15,000 seats. Another 15,000 which is payable, but not 80 lakhs or 70 lakhs or 90 lakhs or 1 crore. It is around 20-25 lakhs. So these are also fine till that. That means near about 70,000 students will get chance to study MBBS either in government quota, in government medical college, or in government quota in private medical college. So the question is, what about the others? So others have two options. First, they may opt the Indian medical colleges, which are very good in infrastructure and everything. Indian medical system is very famous in the world also. But here is one constant. What's the problem? The problem is the fees. The fees is near about, it will touch 1 crore when you finish it. So for the rest of the students, suppose all the students also opt, some students also opt for the private medical colleges. Private medical college में जाने के लिए भी वो तैयार हो गया. फिर भी वो 1,09,000 से ज़्यादा सीट्स हमारे पास नहीं है. मतलब 1 लाख बच्चों को सिर्फ MBBS पढ़ने का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर हमारा इधर है. तो बाकी 23 लाख का क्या होगा? एक सवाल है. उसके लिए हमारे इधर सीट्स है ही नहीं MBBS के लिए. फिर उस बच्चों का क्या होगा जिसके पास प्राइवेट मेडिकल कॉलेज के पढ़ने के लिए वो जो फीस होता है 70 लाख 80 लाख वो नहीं है, उसका क्या होगा? ये एक बर्निंग क्वेश्चन है राइट नाउ. क्योंकि देखिए 2021 साल में नीट का कैंडिडेट था ओनली 16 लाख कैंडिडेट अपीयर किया था, जो 2024 में बढ़ के 2024 में बढ़ के 24 लाख हो गया. मतलब 3 साल में 1.5 गुना हो गया मेडिकल के एस्पिरेंट्स का नंबर. तो इन बच्चों का क्या किया जाएगा? और अभी जैसा हमारा इंडिया में चल रहा है कि मेडिकल में बच्चों का शौक थोड़ा ज़्यादा जा रहा है. बेंगलुरु में शायद इंजीनियरिंग का भी शौक है, लेकिन ऑल ओवर इंडिया अगर आप कंपेयर करें तो बच्चे अभी डॉक्टर ही बनना चाह रहे हैं, ऐसा हो रहा है. तो ये एक प्रॉब्लम बहुत दिन से चल रहा था. तो ऑटोमेटिकली कुछ सिस्टम्स डेवलप हुआ है इंडिया में. कुछ बच्चा बाहर जा रहा है. पहले बहुत सारा कंट्री में जाता था, लेकिन अभी पहले रशिया जाता था, चाइना जाता था, फिलीपाइंस जाता था. अभी इन सारे जगह बंद है. तो जाए तो किधर जाए बच्चा? तो एक ही सेफ एंड सिक्योर जगह है. अभी बांग्लादेश में भी प्रॉब्लम हो गया है, उधर भी नहीं जा सकता. तो एक ही सेफ एंड सिक्योर जगह है, वो है CIS कंट्रीज, कॉमनवेल्थ ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स कंट्रीज. दैट इज किर्गिस्तान, कजाकिस्तान, जॉर्जिया, ताजिकिस्तान, these countries. So, and what about the fee structure? A good college, very good college, like as Daniel Sir's college, he has a fee structure of $24,700. Means it is about 20 lakhs rupees. So 20 lakhs rupees में उसका मेडिकल पढ़ाई हो रहा है. फी स्ट्रक्चर उसके साथ हॉस्टल, खाना आना जाना है, वो पूरा लेके 30 लाख तक पड़ता है. तो 30 लाख में ये हो जा रहा है. तो अभी ये कि अगर जिंदगी में आप सफल होना चाहते हो तो बाहर निकलो, धक्का खाओ, कुछ भी करो, लेकिन खाली हाथ घर में बैठो मत. क्योंकि रुका हुआ इंसान और स्टैक्ड वाटर, रुका हुआ इंसान और जो पानी रुक गया है ऐसा पानी, ये दोनों ही सड़ जाते हैं। तो हम लोगों को इस प्रॉब्लम का सलूशन करने के लिए अभी इंडिया के बाहर जाना पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि यही सलूशन है। इंडिया में मेडिकल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इस तरीके में बनाना इस मोमेंट में पॉसिबल नहीं है कि 20 लाख 30 लाख का अंडर में उसका बजट कराए। तो ये मुद्दे पे हमारा ये फंक्शंस हो रहे हैं और ये दो ग्रेट इंस्टीट्यूशंस Al-Ameen Educational Society एंड ISM Edutech एंड Med Educare अपने अंदर कुछ कोलैबोरेशंस किया है। सो हम इस प्रोग्राम को चलाते जाएंगे। उसके पहले हम रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि इसका ऑफिशियल इनॉग्रेशंस करने के लिए इस दो महान इंस्टीट्यूशंस का चीफ इधर बैठा हुआ है हमारे पास। हम रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे जनाब जुबैर अनवर साहिब के, जो सेक्रेटरी है Al-Ameen Educational Society, एंड डॉक्टर फनी विशन पुटू, who is the founder and chairman of ISM Edutech Private Limited. And we have also with us Janab Siddiq Fasa Sahib, Honorary Secretary, BET Institutions and Joint Secretary, retired to Government of Karnataka. We have also the college representatives, Dr. Daniel, Vice Rector, International High School of Medicine, Dr. Elena, Dr. Georgie, Dr. Arthur, Dr. Nino, Dr. Marina Larina, and with us we have Dr. Rakesh, who is the Director of Edutech Private Limited, which is a subsidiary of ISM Edutech Private Limited, and Janab M.J. Dali Sahib from Al-Ameen Educational Society. I shall request all them to inaugurate the program, and to inaugurate the program, please.
Market.
Peace be upon you all, honorable presence. I welcome all of you in today's program in this noon. This program has been arranged by two great educational institutions of India. One is Al-Ameen Educational Society, which is serving the nation in the educational field for the past 58 years since 1966. And another is ISM Edutech Delhi and Med Educare, which is serving in the educational field for the last 23 years. I welcome all of you on behalf of them. I welcome all of you on behalf of Edutech Private Limited, a subsidiary of ISM Edutech Private Limited. I welcome all of you on behalf of their directors and chairmen and secretaries. We shall start our main function soon after. Before that, I would like to request Dr. Elena from East European University. She is the Deputy Vice Dean of East European University. We have already seen some video regarding International High School of Medicine. So I would like to request Dr. Elena for introducing your university.
Before talking about East European University, I would like to talk a few words about Georgia. Thank you. First of all, it's a pleasure to be here, and we are pleased to attend this very interesting meeting, and hopefully we will continue our cooperation. First of all, before talking about East European University, I would like to talk a few words about Georgia. And Georgia is located between Black and Caspian Seas. It's bordered by the Caucasus Mountains on the north, and it's kind of crossroads of European and Asian culture. It's rich with very diverse climate. There is a desert here, for example, or sea or mountains, or it's very rich with different kind of climate and culture. You might know that Georgia is kind of one of the countries who have its unique.
To our guests, please. And the voice of the key organizer of today's program, Mr. M.J. Ali from Al-Ameen and Dr. Rakesh Hussain Molla from EduTech, which is a part of ISM EduTech. So today, I shall be your host cum coordinator. So let me start the program, please. First, let me introduce our guests from Kyrgyzstan, from Dubai, and from Georgia. Yes, Mr. Jubair Anwar Sahib, the General Secretary of Al-Ameen Educational Society, of the Al-Ameen Movement, Bangalore. We have with us Dr. Fani Bhusan, Chairman of ISM EduTech and Med Educare Dubai. We have with us Dr. Daniel, International High School of Medicine. He is the Vice Rector. Dr. Elena, Deputy Dean of East European University, Georgia. Dr. Georgie, Coordinator, East European University. Dr. Arthur, Associate Professor, International High School of Medicine, Kyrgyzstan. Dr. Nino, Professor at East European University. Dr. Marina Lamina, Professor at International High School of Medicine. Before we welcome and felicitate our special guests, I would like to invite Dr. Arthur, Associate Professor of International High School of Medicine, to come on the stage and show us something about International High School of Medicine, please.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, dear participants of this.
Honorable presence, nothing can succeed accidentally. Nobody succeeds accidentally. Nobody wins a marathon race accidentally. Nobody gets an MBBS degree or master's degree accidentally. Nobody gets an Olympic medal accidentally. This is work. This is sweat. This is labor. Because success is like agriculture. And what agriculture means? See, there is a plant. What agriculture is? Agriculture is sowing a seed in the soil in the intention that I might have wheat or rice. And having rice or wheat, its intention is that I might have bread. So from seed to wheat to bread, it do not happen in one day. If we just put one seed, we will not get the bread in the afternoon. It takes time. So we have planted the seed. We have planted the association between ISM and Al-Ameen Educational Society. The seed is ready, and hope the Almighty Lord will bring His special elaborations to this association, and it will be beneficial for the society and the nation in large. So right now, I want to request Janab Jubair Anwar Sahib, the Secretary of Al-Ameen Educational Society, to give the inaugural address, please.
Thank you, Mr. James. A very good afternoon to you all. Assalamu alaikum. My God, from the beautiful countries of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Georgia and Barbados, and my fellow colleagues, participants, my dear Fani Bhushan Sahab, Dr. Siddiq Bhai, and all the others who are present here. I welcome you all to this beautiful city of Bangalore. The Bangalore that you're seeing today is something which we had not imagined even 10 years back. Every day is a challenge in the city because of its demand and growing population. Well, about 55 years ago, our founder, the founder of Al-Ameen Educational Society, Dr. Mumtaz Ahmed Khan Sahib, he was a doctor by himself, by profession a doctor, at a very young age of 29 years, saw that the lesser fortunate did not get good education. They were deprived of education. In the last 75 years, our great country, India, has progressed from underdeveloped to developing, now to almost developed, and in the next 5 to 10 years we will be among the top developed nations of the world. One of the main contributory factors is our population. About 4 decades ago, the population of this country was considered a taboo. That the growing population, we cannot afford, challenges ahead. But now, the population is a great advantage to this country. So as time went on, he was a man who saw tomorrow. He was a man who saw the future. And he visualized that the growing population and the demand for their existence, including the basics of life. In the basics of life, education was stressed upon one of the main modes of survival. An educated family will develop themselves. So this is what he foresaw and insisted on developing the educational point of the population. So he started this organization called Al-Ameen Educational Society about 55 years back, and he went on expanding. Today we are, by the grace of the Almighty, we are a big organization. I would use the word gigantic, consisting of 240 colleges, 240 units, and over 2 lakh students pan-India. Now, I have been in this organization for about 30 years, 3 decades. And I have taken charge of this organization as the CEO and secretary just about 2 years back. And almost on a daily basis, it focuses my imagination that how did he establish such a big organization. Running this organization is not a common man's work, but only the Almighty who runs this organization. It's humongous, the kind of students we cater to, and we do not concentrate on the affordable students. We concentrate on the lowest strata of society who cannot afford education. That's why the fees that we charge is one of the lowest, not in the city, but in the country. The same kind of education and infrastructure will be at least 3 to 4 times more in any other organization in the country. Now, everyone wants to do well in life, but there are 2 branches here in Al-Ameen. One is the usual academics, where the students study in various, get various degrees like law, medicine. We have business programs, we have programs of pharmacy, and various other programs. The other branch is the students who cannot study there. We encourage them for the skilled, make them and get them into the skilled programs. Like we make them engineers, we make them technicians for the electricians, plumbers, someone to repair your AC, someone to repair your mobile. There are a small lot of population who we need, who are very skilled in that and not good in studies. So we encourage that also. In another branch called Gausha Industrial Trust, we encourage that also. Now coming back to Al-Ameen and to this medical education, we have a medical college in a place called Bijapur, one of the oldest cities in the country. We have just about 100 seats there. Now, sometime back, now I mentioned about the population. In the ever-growing population, there are a lot of students who want to take up the medical program, who want to be doctors. Either it's unaffordable or they don't get seats for a small difference in their percentages. Now, establishing a medical college now in India, it is very difficult. It is, along with being difficult, it's also very costly. It's not like what it was 30 years back or 40 years back. Even that time it was quite difficult, but it was relatively easy at that point of time. But today we have a lot of stringent regulations, and the most important is land. Land is almost unavailable in the growing cities of our country. That's one of the reasons why many medical colleges, even when established, go into becoming corporates. Now that's where the government steps in and they take on almost 50% of the seats that are available in every college. Now this is required, this is a very good move by the government. The seats taken over by the government become affordable for the students who want to subscribe to this medical program. But what happens to the other sect of students who do not get into these programs here? That's when we look across the country to the other countries where it is affordable. About 12 years back, 12 to 13 years back, this bright idea came from one of the students who subscribed to our scholarship program. We have a scholarship program in our unit, in our education society, which we strictly follow the rules of good marks, good education, good attendance, and then we disperse certain amount of scholarship. Now this scholarship amount comes to us from a few of the corporates who contribute to this scholarship program. So one of the students who came to us there told us that she wants to study medicine in one of the Eastern European countries, Central Asian countries, and we were shocked and said that if you want to study medicine there, how will it help you here in India? And she explained to us, though at that point of time it was not acceptable, but eventually it will be acceptable in India, the degrees that you get there, the education that you get, medical education that you get there. And it so happened that with the advent of time, the degrees, the medical education, the degrees that they get in the other countries is acceptable in India because it is on par. And we have people like Mr. Fani Bhushan, who are one of the major coordinators between the medical education in India and the Eastern European and Central Asian countries. So that girl, and with her talks that we had with her, 2 other people subscribed to the program. And 12 years back, 3 of students went abroad, and when they came back, they showed us the degrees. And we saw that the amount spent by those 3 students was not even 8 to 9% what a student would have spent in India. Now this was an eye-opener for us. Even though we wanted many to go ahead and get these degrees, not to deprive them, because what happens once they lose interest, they shift to other branches. Then they will not come back to be doctors. Our population needs a lot more of doctors. Just about a few seats, even if a college has 100 seats, it is not even 0.001% of the requirement of doctors that our population needs. We have developed a lot in every sphere. In India, in every sphere, we have developed a lot. Diseases also has increased, kind of diseases that we see life expectancy has gone up, but the kind of diseases that we see, still there are a number of diseases we don't have reason or cures. Now, the kind of doctors, the quantum of doctors that we need is humongous. It's enormous, the requirement that we have in India. Many of our doctors, good doctors here, have gone abroad to make more money. Our nurses have gone abroad to make more money. But most of them remain in India because in India the doctors do very well. We cannot say that they are not doing well. So whatever they spend on education, it comes back to them eventually as life goes on. So the quantum of doctors that we need is, the demand is a lot. So what happens is we also encourage them to go to the Central Asian and Eastern European countries. And the infrastructure that we see in these countries is fantastic, it's fantabulous. The kind of infrastructure, the education that they impart, they are on par with any other medical colleges in the world. And these are such beautiful countries, and though I've not been there, I've heard a lot of them. In fact, I had an opportunity to go to Uzbekistan several years ago, which the program was cancelled. Then as we hear of these countries, they're all very lovely countries, very lovely people. We keep meeting them. In my several travels to the Gulf, I've met several people and made many friends from citizens of these countries. Anyway, now I thank the organizers for this very nice seminar that they are having to encourage our students to take on the programs in these countries. It is very much more affordable, and they will not be deprived of education, medical education. The people who cannot get it here, they get it in these countries. I was just going through my Google and I got to know that right now there are about 5,000 medical students in Georgia, which is a very big number. It means almost, if you take on even 100 seats in India, it means 50. The quantum of students there is almost about 50 colleges. That's the number of students right now in Georgia. I wish you all the best, and I thank these people from these countries who have come here for their very lovely approach, and we wish you all the best. We hope to meet you all again. Thank you so much. God bless.